So today I'm gonna show off this magazine. Some of you might have seen this in-game. It's called the Entropian and it's a newspaper which was released a lot of years ago. It's nothing you can buy anymore. I think it was Sterling and Moss, and Ethereal, and Il, and whatever they were called. And they were responsible for this. I think it was Ethereal's idea or something. And first it comes with a message that says something about, well, what's Project Entropia and blah blah blah. And then at the end it ironically says, it's been a long journey getting this far, almost a year in fact, and we thank you for your patience. But we assure you that the wait for issue number 2 will be much shorter. And issue number 2 never arrived. So first we have this column. These are the people who were writing it, I think. And here we have Ethereal, as I mentioned. He was a trader and I used to sell sweat to him when it was worth a lot, and now it's worth nothing. Here is some advertising for society. I actually was in this society, but I left it because it kind of went down and nobody was playing anymore. And here is the first page where you enter, where, yeah, you see what's in there. MMO money for Mind Arc, more animals join the Arc, more signups, more updates, more markets, new city under construction, and it looks to attract a few famous faces. I think this was Oxford, but I'm not sure. The main event promoter. I have a dream. A lot of text on these 2 pages. Entropia ads. This was when advertising was introduced. I don't know if it's still in game. I haven't seen any advertising other than player advertising. Straight to video. Competition. Win an exclusive fast aid pack worth 5,000 ped. I don't know what first aid pack it was, but 88 max heal, 2-second delay. And it get named after you, so maybe this is the 69th app we've seen in game, I'm not sure. And a map of Amethera, I think it's advertising for an event about long hunting. Fashion police, an article here about the different things you can wear inside the game. Like this guy, the creature, I have no idea who he is. I think that's Ethereal, but I'm not sure. Oh, this is old Port Atlantis, it looked so classic in the old days, in the background. And here is... oh, this is Camp Phoenix in the old days, this is where you used to sweat. It was instead of Nia's place and stuff like that, so you used to stand here. And also, as you can see on the picture here, you used to hum. You didn't use a tool to gather sweat, you were just humming like a mine when you do the other mine forces, and then you collected it with a sweating beam. Inside the orc, here's some interview about Mind Arc. And some guy here who's working on Mind Arc. Designer balancing blah blah blah. Project Future. And this is basically a roadmap about what's to come in the future, which is now in the past, I think, if everything was implemented. Here's the Hoglo, and it doesn't look anything like this in-game, but here it looks like this, which is weird. At least I think it's the Hoglo, I don't know what else it could be. I think this was when they started to remake some of the models in game 2. Like when the Argonauts got fur and stuff like that, because the Argonauts looked really Neanderthal Stone Age before. This is some fan fiction, fiction number 1, Beware the Woman with Green Eyes. I've actually never read it, so I don't know what it's about. There's a lot in this magazine I never read. Here is the old map. This is how Edoria used to look like, and this is what Port Atlantis was when you started off. And then there was a marsh filled with, what are they called? Combibos and terps and allophils here. And I have so many nice memories of this place. Cape Corinth looked a lot different. Actually everything looked a lot different. And the oil rig was located here somewhere, and Nymphtown was there. So, and also there's no piece in the new game, there's a huge landmass here. And this doesn't even exist in this version. But I think this is like, there it is, first steps on Edoria. So this is like a newbie guide. United People of Calypso, High Society number 1. This was an article about one of the societies in game. Ah, there is actually a look of the old Argonauts before they got screwed up. And they looked really cool in the old days. Now they look like I don't know what they're supposed to be anymore. Club Never Die, advertising about the space station, I think. And here's how it used to look like in the old days. I'm not sure how it looks like anymore because I've never been to space actually. I've always been on Calypso, so Amethera Eudoria. I've been thinking about going there, but now it doesn't feel like it has any purpose. It's like the Iron Challenge for Aureli and Kreltin, but other than that, I don't know what's the purpose. Because the alien parts hardly sell for anything. They used to sell for a lot. An article about Memorial Island. This is where Never Die's wife or girlfriend got a shrine erected. And it was a beautiful place. It still exists to this day. It's just been modified a lot. And here's some advertising about another store. I wish they had done some advertising for my YouTube channel in here. Dark Knights. But the graphic design is pretty cool. High Society number 2, by the way. The movers and shakers who shape the world. And there used to be fashion shows in Nymphtown at a catwalk. I don't even know if that catwalk exists anymore, and it's a shame because it used to be a nice event area. Project Exodus. That's also another fan fiction here, fiction number 2. And I think it was about space traveling. I haven't read this either. Ever wondered how we actually came to be on Calypso? So maybe this is a story about how you got here. Oh shit, it's long. This might be a nice reading for someone who is patient. Coupling on Calypso. So this is essentially an article about people finding their true love on the web. Or maybe they're divorced now, I don't know. But actually this is how they met anyway. And you can see some old background images here with alophiles, Hyrule, and shades. Their eyes met across a crowded server. Sorry about my camera shadow. When two become one. And then there is some Alf Svensson who I don't know who it is. I only know one Alf Svensson, I think that was like a politician. And this is Spawn Point. I don't know what this is, to be honest. I think it's a mess or something. Washington, okay. Magma Engineering, another society. And here is another society. Now society number 3, Magma Engineering. And I think they used to be crafters, if I recall correctly. Nostalgic memories in these ones. Not sure what this guy is doing here. I think he's doing the Masho. Sychion's Citadel, the Forgotten Past. There are miner bots. And Sychion used to be located over here, which is kind of straight east from Port Atlantis. And there also used to be a mining claim inside one of these buildings, so every time you dropped the probe at the teleporter you found an already found claim. It was cool. Top tips what not to do. Who can you trust? This is basically a newbie tutorial or something. Splashing out on status. Conair. Oranges aren't the only fruit. I think this is about fruit collecting. I'm not sure. I don't think it was even implemented. Spare a few coppers. Communication protocol. And something about auctions. Crafting. So it's an article about crafting. I don't think you can actually craft these, but it's still an article about crafting. This is how muffoids used to look like. They were actually called biffoids from the start, but then they changed the name to muffoids, but I'm not sure why. So this is an article about crafting and how to craft and buying at decent markups and everything like that. It's also about mining, on how to get the minerals and stuff. Weapon technologies. So it's an article about the different weapons are available. And I can understand why it was hard to make a follow-up for this magazine, because once you've been actually doing a test of all of them, there's not much left to cover. Other than community-based stuff. Range test. It's about knives, range test. Limited weapons. I think this was when the unlimited... Yes, this was exactly when the limited weapons had hit the market, and that's when the shit hit the fan and the game started to go down. Real estate. About how to buy apartments and stuff like this. It's a nice article about that. Oh, I remember this. It used to be on Treasure Island. I don't know if it exists anymore. I haven't seen it in a while, so... Land grab, an article about land grabbing. And other things correlating to owning estates. Noob Diaries. I have no idea what this is. But it's another article. And these are some old arts. I don't know. Some of these mobs looks almost the same today. So it's not a huge change on those. Kingdoms of Entropian. Another advertising here. It's a lot of advertising in this by other members. And this, I think, is actually in-game now. The help window on how to move and stuff like that. But that was the Entropian. Of course, I'm not gonna post every page in this, because that would be copyright infringement. But now you know it's a little bit about what exists in this magazine, because you're probably been pretty perplexed about finding this in the auction and wondering what this is all about. But this is it, the Entropian, the magazine that only got one issue. And it's worth around $1 billion on eBay. I wish, but probably not worth that much. But anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. So I'm doing like this, so I can put a subscribe window there now. Sorry, subscribe button I mean. And check out the rest of my videos. Next up, I think there will be another Postal 2 video, so check Postal 2 out if you like violence. And here comes the usual logo. If you're new to this game, don't forget to check out my How to Get Pet guide featured on my YouTube channel. I also have a video of how to make money using the Crowdflower funded Entropia Partners website. Check it out for some quick ped. Links to these can be found in the video description, or you can also click the images above. Click on the left video to see a series of mining videos where I go out with some level 13 amps. Click on the right video if you want to see a comparison video of some of the locations in the old game Project Entropia versus the new planet Calypso. Thank you for watching.